Hello, I'm Alice from Alice Godfrey Nutrition. I am doing some bite-sized videos for Thyroid UK, and this one is on mindfulness and the thyroid. So in order to support the thyroid, we need to manage our stress levels. This is really, really important. And we also need to support the adrenal glands. So chronic stress, these are some of the ways that chronic stress will affect our thyroid function. It basically weakens the communication between the adrenals and the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. It makes it more difficult for T3 to get into the cells. And it also makes conversion more difficult from T4 to T3. And it weakens our immune barriers. So when we're stressed, our body prioritizes fight or flight. So when we're stressed, we're in the fight or flight state of the nervous system. There's fight or flight and there's rest and digest. And when we're in the fight or flight state, our body is prioritizing just those two things, fighting or fleeing. You know, it's like our life could be under threat. We could be running from a bear. We could have to fight to save our lives. We could have to act really fast. And so the body's functioning just goes purely towards those two goals. And anything else that the body usually does, it doesn't do properly. Those kind of things take a back seat. They're paused. So those things are things like digestion, healing and repair, reproduction and hormones. Masses and masses of jobs that the body needs to do all the time. But when we're in fight or flight state, it just doesn't do them properly. So this is why for our thyroid to function properly and for all the body processes that support the thyroid to function properly, we need to make sure that we're regularly getting out of the fight or flight state. You know, 21st century living is stressful. A lot of us are kind of rushing around. We've got a lot on our minds. We're anxious, we're stressed, and this means that we're in the fight or flight state, so our bodies aren't functioning as well. So if we can kind of counteract that by making sure we're in the calm state on a regular basis, so the rest and digest state, or the parasympathetic side of the nervous system, then this is going to build our resilience and make us a lot stronger and ready for when these stressful situations occur. And we won't then be in the fight or flight state so long because we'll be able to bring ourselves back and calm ourselves down that little bit easier, and we'll just be more resilient to things that usually stress us out. So mindfulness is brilliant because it basically helps us see things as they are, and it can really help with the stress response. It can help us again respond to things in a calmer, less reactive way. And you know, there are lots of ways to be mindful. Ideally, we all become Buddhist monks and we know how to live our lives mindfully and always be aware of the present moment rather than what could be happening in the future, anxiety, or worrying about what's happened in the past. So some simple ways to become more mindful are things like, of course, meditation, which is what lots of people think of when they think of mindfulness. Meditation or visualization are brilliant. There are lots of meditation apps, but you can also just go to YouTube and search meditation, relaxation, or visualization. And visualization is a really good one if you're someone who finds it hard to switch off, because they guide you and tell you things that you can think of that will still get you to that calm space. Then there's also journaling, which is just simply writing a page or 2 or 3 of your thoughts just as they come. Then there's intentions and gratitude practice, which can be very helpful for some. Just going for a walk in nature is very, very good for the nervous system. If you can go barefoot, all the better. And then things like yoga and Tai Chi, the calmer sides of the exercise, not necessarily the hectic ones. But my absolute favorite is deep breaths, simply because it can be quick and it's free and it's easy, and you can do it if you're sitting in a room with other people as well. They're not going to notice. So just kind of doing some square breathing, which I'll talk about in a second, or just inhaling for a count of 5 and exhaling for a count of 7. If you make your exhales longer than your inhales, then this means that you will get into that calm state all the quicker. So square breathing, and there's a video for this on my Instagram at Alice Godfrey Nutrition, is simply inhaling for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for a count of 4. 3, 4. And holding for a count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Inhaling for a count of 4. And then holding again for 4, exhaling for 4, and holding for 4. And this is a really lovely calming way of getting into that into the parasympathetic nervous system state and being mindful. So I'm Alice at Alice Godfrey Nutrition. I also have a thyroid group, Get More Energy, thyroid support for tired women. And thanks for watching.